Good afternoon. Today is Friday. I'm sorry, let me see. Yeah, Friday, April 26, 2019. And just want to share my thoughts on the Democrat Party and what I think of them and why I no longer support the Democrat Party. And I just think this is something that we all need to think about, especially us that support Democrats religiously. Yes, I'm talking about us black folks who support Democrats religiously. First off, I would like to say this. Under no circumstance am I telling you that the Republican Party is the right party, because they all are corrupt. But there are some fundamental issues that I have with the Democrat Party. I have always been against abortion. I have always been against same-sex marriage. And the Democrat platform supports these two things. I am fed up with the fact that we as a race of people religiously, faithfully, and traditionally support Democrat, but we don't demand anything from them. And in reality, how can we demand anything when we are not a people that produce anything? Understand? We produce no goods, we produce no services. So, looking at it from that perspective, how can we demand anything from the government or from the Democrat Party? With that being said, are you aware that the Democrats are the ones that put us in the urban communities, what we now call ghettos? It was a project or an experiment to them. It is a scientific fact that when you confine a species to an area for a certain length of time, at some point that species will turn on itself. And unfortunately, their experiment or project has been very successful for them. We have turned on ourselves, and it is a gross outcome. And we have to correct it, black people. We can't depend on Democrats, we can't depend on the government or even Republicans to correct this. We have to come together and organize ourselves, pool together our resources, and become a productive people, opposed to being a consuming people. Amen. Only we can do that. The things we can do for ourselves, we must do for ourselves. You know, the government promised our people reparations. It has never happened. Black people in America has never been compensated for the hell they brought upon us. The United States government gave reparations to the Japanese after they bombed the hell out of Pearl Harbor. After we nuked the hell out of them, we turned around and rebuilt their country and give them reparations on top of that. We gave the Jews reparations for the Holocaust, which we were not even a part of. To my knowledge, the United States government was not a part of the Holocaust. Do you know anything different? If so, let me know. And you know, when you listen to these politicians, when somebody bring up something specific of doing something for the black people, they brush it off. Now with the new presidential election, at least I've heard Kamala Harris say it needs to be studied. Reparations needs to be studied, whether we should get them or not. Really. As if you don't know what the hell happened. You have to study history and study what happened as if you don't know what the hell happened. What a shame. And this is the new saying now. They have to study it. You know, the government give perks to other specific groups, the LGBTQ community, and different business organizations. They get perks. Why not us? You know, and that's the thing that has me one of the things that has me fed up, because civil rights. You know, we've been written out. Us black folks has really been written out by our government. And civil rights really doesn't pertain to us anymore. The new civil rights is what they enforce. You say something against the LGBT community, and you'll get lynched by the government. You know, and that's not what the civil rights movement was about. It was about giving freedom and rights to black people under the skies of Jim Crow. And but another thing is that we have to come together, organize, and demand our government to do something for us in order to get our vote. And I speak specifically on the Democrat because, as I said earlier, we faithfully and religiously and traditionally support Democrat. Even though I've been against the Democrat base even since I was a teenager. And the first time I was able to vote, I always voted for Democrat because I believed in the great lie that Democrat will support minorities and poor people before the Republican Party will. And that's a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie. And with the history of what the Democrat Party has done to our community, just look at our communities that are under Democrat control throughout the nation. It's impoverished. We are disenfranchised on so many levels. We don't have mental health facilities in these impoverished communities. They're not investing money. And that's how, if you're going to reduce crime, that's how you're going to reduce crime, by investing money in communities, bringing decent paying jobs. You'll never eliminate crime, even from, executives and corporate officers, as well as the government and police. You always have crime everywhere. But if you can reduce crime by how you invest money in the community, and they don't do it in these urban areas. And that's all I know, that we can't depend on the government and the Democrat Party to make us a better people. We have to do it ourselves. But I would no longer support the Democrat until they earn my vote. Bottom line. This may be the very first election that I sit out. I may vote Republicans, who knows? That's just how I feel, but I know I'm not voting Democrat. That's for certain. Joe Biden, before I came into the knowledge of he supported the 1994 crime bill and he referred to us as predators, I supported him. But now I know this of him, just like Clinton, I can't support that. We're not predators. I agree that we are a mess. We are a product of what they created. That's a fact. I cannot tolerate and support our politicians who will confess on the Senate floor that we are predators. Yeah, selling drugs is illegal. But what about the producing of drugs and transporting drugs into our communities? What about that? Is that not illegal? That's the bigger issue, not the nickel and dime bad drug dealers on the street, but those millionaires and billionaires that grow the drugs and transport them all over the world to our communities. That is the problem. Why don't the government go after these people? Because they are part of the problem. They are part of the problem. And it's all supporting them. This 1994 crime bill that was framed and implemented by the Clintons has been big business for them. It's been hell for my people and minorities in general, and it's been big business for them. And I can no longer support that. So, that's where I stand. The hell with Joe Biden, the hell with Hillary Clinton and the Clintons, and the hell with the Democrats. I won't support them until they earn my vote. Thank you for listening.